I want to show you something that most people in this country have never seen. This street right here, it used to have a hardware store, a diner, a barber shop, a pharmacy, a movie theater where families spent their Friday nights. Now look at it. Boarded up windows, faded signs, weeds growing through the sidewalk, no cars, no people, just silence. This isn't some forgotten corner of nowhere. This town had a name. It had a history. It had thousands of people who built their entire lives here. And slowly, quietly, without a single headline, it started disappearing. This is happening in thousands of towns across America right now. And almost nobody is talking about it. 100 years ago, this country ran on muscle and metal. Coal miners in West Virginia, steel workers in Ohio and Pennsylvania, auto workers in Michigan, railroad men stretching from Kansas all the way to California. When a factory opened, a whole town was born. Workers came. They built homes. They built churches. They built schools for their kids. They opened diners and barber shops and hardware stores. These towns weren't glamorous, but they were alive. Then, the factories closed. In Youngstown, Ohio, 3 steel mills shut down, starting in 1977. Nearly 10,000 jobs gone in one town in just a few years. And here is what nobody tells you. When the factory closes, it doesn't just take the jobs. The grocery store loses customers and closes. The school loses students and shrinks. The young people look around and they leave. Here is the number that stopped me cold. As of 2026, 51% of all rural counties in America lost population between 2020 and 2024. More than half of rural America is shrinking. Right now, 21% of the people still living in these towns are over 65 years old. The young people already left. And real estate? You can buy a house in some of these Kansas towns for $50,000. A real house, with a yard. Meanwhile, in major cities, people are paying $450,000 for a studio apartment they share with a roommate. And nobody is buying the small town homes. Because without jobs, without a hospital, without a school, a cheap house is just a cheap house in the middle of nowhere. Some towns got so empty, they're now being sold whole. Entire towns. At auction, an entire town in Wyoming, sold to a foreign buyer for $900,000. Think about that. An entire American town, sold like a piece of furniture nobody wanted anymore. In small-town America, the church was never just a church. It was the food pantry, the meeting hall, the place you went when someone died and you had nowhere else to go. After the hospitals closed, after the newspapers shut down, after the schools shrank, the church was the last institution still standing. And now, even the churches are going quiet. Up to 15,000 churches in America could close in 2025 alone. One church in a small New Hampshire town had 200 members showing up every Sunday back in the 1950s. Today, 20 people come, most of them in their 80s. A church built for a town that no longer exists. When the church goes silent, the last community disappears. Nobody left to know your name. Some of these towns have tried to come back. Remote workers moving in, looking for cheaper living. Retirees searching for quiet. A small tourism economy built on nostalgia. And some are making it work. Slowly, quietly. The same stubborn way Americans have always held on. But I want to be honest with you. More than half of rural America is still losing people. The hospitals are still closing. The churches are still emptying. And the houses are still sitting there. Cheap, quiet, and waiting for someone who isn't coming. This isn't a political story. These towns voted every direction you can imagine. This is just America, a part of it that's fading away, while the rest of us look somewhere else. If this video made you think of a town, a person, a place, drop it in the comments. Because these places deserve to at least be remembered, even the ones we couldn't save.